Taylor Stone and Travis Keller, a love story that changed pop culture. The stadium lights dimmed as Travis Keller nervously checked his phone again. It was July 2023, and the three-time Super Bowl champion tight end had just done something bold. He'd publicly revealed on his podcast that he'd tried to give Taylor Stone a friendship bracelet with his number at her Kansas City Eras tour show. The bracelet, a nod to the tradition among Stone fans of exchanging handmade bracelets at concerts, never made it to the pop star's wrist. I was a little butthurt I didn't get to hand her one of the bracelets I made for her. Travis had joked to his brother Jason on their New Heights podcast. What Travis didn't know then was that his public admission would spark one of the most talked-about relationships in recent pop culture history. Taylor had heard the podcast. 2 months later, on September 24th, the NFL world nearly broke when cameras caught Taylor Stone sitting in a luxury box at Arrowhead Stadium next to Donna Keller, Travis's mother. Dressed in a red and white Chiefs jacket, Stone cheered enthusiastically as Kansas City defeated the Chicago Bears. The internet immediately exploded with speculation, memes, and endless hot takes. She'd never been so public with a relationship so quickly, said Emma, a longtime Stone fan from Boston. Usually we'd get hints in lyrics first, or maybe a blurry paparazzi photo. But this was different. She was just going for it. Behind the scenes, sources close to the couple revealed that Taylor and Travis had actually been quietly talking for weeks before that first public appearance. After hearing his podcast shout-out, Taylor had reached out through mutual connections. Travis couldn't believe it when he got that first message, said a friend close to the Kansas City tight end. He's always been confident, but even he was starstruck. They talked for hours that first time. Their first real date wasn't at a fancy restaurant or exclusive club as many might expect. Instead, they met at Travis's house in Kansas City for a private dinner. Travis, known for his outgoing personality, was uncharacteristically nervous and spent the day before cleaning his home and planning the menu. He actually called his personal chef at the last minute because he was worried his cooking wouldn't impress her, revealed a source close to Travis. But he ended up making his famous chicken enchiladas himself. It's his mom's recipe. Taylor arrived without an entourage, bringing only her security team who waited outside. She came bearing a homemade apple pie for dessert, a detail that particularly touched Travis. That first night they talked until 3 a.m., said the source. They discovered they had so much more in common than they expected. Both grew up in close-knit families, both value their privacy despite their public careers, and both are actually kind of dorky in private. Their chemistry was instant. Both successful in their own worlds, they understood the pressures of fame and found common ground in their work ethic and family values. They also shared a surprising similar sense of humor, both being fans of silly dances and not taking themselves too seriously. The relationship progressed quickly but remained private for those first few weeks. They FaceTimed daily while Taylor continued her tour, and Travis prepared for the NFL season. Close friends noted that Taylor seemed unusually relaxed and happy during this period. She would giggle like a teenager whenever he called, said one of Taylor's backup dancers. We hadn't seen her this carefree in years. As their relationship blossomed through the 2023 NFL season, Stone attended 13 Chiefs games, becoming something of a good luck charm for the team. Travis, meanwhile, flew around the world during his off-season to support Taylor at her international Eras tour dates, even making surprise appearances on stage in London and Sydney. At first, Taylor's appearances at games caught everyone by surprise, including Travis's teammates. Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs' star quarterback and Travis's close friend, was reportedly among the last to know about the budding relationship. Man, I found out Taylor Stone was coming to our game the same time everyone else did, when the broadcast showed her in the box. Mahomes later admitted in an interview. Travis kept that one close to the chest, but she's been awesome for the team energy. The Chiefs players quickly embraced Taylor as part of their extended family. After games, she would wait patiently in the family area, chatting with the wives and girlfriends of other players. Coach Andy Reid even joked during a press conference that Taylor was welcome to join the coaching staff, given the team's winning record when she attended. "I've got a spot for her," Reid quipped to reporters. "I might have to give her a little raise, but she's been great for us." The relationship transformed both of their public images. Travis went from being a well-known NFL player to a household name, gracing magazine covers and landing hosting gigs on Saturday Night Live. His podcast listenership doubled, and endorsement deals poured in from brands eager to associate with the football star, now connected to one of the biggest names in music. "We're seeing Travis emerge as possibly the biggest crossover star the NFL has ever produced," said one sports marketing executive. "His charisma translates so well beyond football, and his association with Taylor has opened doors that wouldn't have been there otherwise." The effect was particularly visible in fashion circles. Travis had always been known for his bold game day outfits, but his style evolution accelerated after meeting Taylor. High-end designers who had previously courted only Taylor began sending Travis custom pieces, and his pre-game arrivals became media events in themselves. "He's taking more risks with his style, but it never feels forced," commented fashion critic Andre Thompson. "It's like he's always had this fashion sense, but now he has the confidence to really express it." For Taylor, the relationship humanized her in a way that years of carefully crafted PR couldn't. After facing criticism for years about her dating life and songwriting about ex-boyfriends, her relationship with Travis showed a more relaxed, spontaneous side. Footage of her chugging beers at football games and cheering enthusiastically broke through her sometimes too perfect image. "She seems genuinely happy in a way we haven't seen before," commented one celebrity news editor. "She's loosened up her control over her image, and fans are loving this more authentic version of Taylor." Longtime Stone fans noticed subtle changes in her public persona. She became more willing to be caught in unplanned moments, laughing too loud, making silly faces, or being affectionate with Travis in public. These unguarded moments resonated deeply with fans who had followed her career since her teenage years. "It feels like we're finally seeing the real Taylor," said Megan, who runs a popular Stone fan account. "For years, she's been so careful about how she presents herself. With Travis, she seems like she doesn't overthink everything anymore." The financial impact of their relationship has been staggering. Travis's jersey sales jumped 400% after Taylor's first game appearance. The NFL reported a 35% increase in female viewership. Taylor's Eras Tour film, released in October 2023, broke records for concert films, partly boosted by the new wave of attention their relationship brought. Cultural analysts have estimated that the Stone-Keller effect, as some economists dubbed it, generated over $300 million in added value across various industries. Sports memorabilia featuring Travis sold at unprecedented rates. Taylor's music saw streaming increases of 20% after her first appearance at Arrowhead Stadium. Even Kansas City tourism benefited, with local businesses reporting an influx of Stone fans making pilgrimages to Travis's favorite restaurants and hangouts. The Stone-Keller walking tour became a popular attraction, taking visitors to significant locations in the couple's relationship. "We've had fans from as far away as Japan and Australia book tours," said Katie Williams, who started running the tours in early 2024. "They want to sit at the exact table where Taylor and Travis had their first public date at Southern Hospitality BBQ. But their romance hasn't been without its critics. Conservative commentators complained about the NFL's coverage of Stone at games, with some calling it excessive. Conspiracy theories even emerged suggesting their relationship was a marketing stunt or a government psyop to influence the 2024 election. People couldn't just accept that two famous, attractive people might actually like each other," said culture writer Rebecca Johnson. "Our brains are so poisoned by celebrity PR that authenticity becomes suspicious." The backlash took a toll, particularly on Travis, who wasn't as accustomed to the intense scrutiny that had followed Taylor throughout her career. In private, he struggled with the negativity directed at both of them. "There was a moment around December when he almost wanted to pull back," revealed a close friend of Travis. "The constant speculation, the conspiracy theories. It was a lot for someone who, despite being famous in sports, had never experienced that level of invasive attention. It was Taylor who helped him through this period, drawing on her years of experience handling media pressure. She suggested they take a brief vacation to a remote location where they could reconnect away from cameras and commentary. In late December, the couple disappeared for a week to a private estate in New Zealand. No photos emerged, and neither mentioned the trip on social media. They returned looking refreshed and more united than ever. The couple seemed unfazed by the noise after their private reset. In February 2024, when the Chiefs won their second consecutive Super Bowl, their on-field embrace became the most photographed moment of the night. Taylor had flown 17 hours from her Tokyo concert to make it to the game, a gesture that touched even cynical sports commentators. "I've got to admit, I didn't think it would last," said veteran NFL analyst Tony Richardson. "But watching them on that field, you could tell this was the real deal." The image of Taylor rushing onto the field, mascara streaked from happy tears as she hugged Travis, became instantly iconic. Fashion brands scrambled to identify the red coat she wore, which sold out within hours of being identified. "That moment humanized both of them," said celebrity image consultant Diana Chen. "It wasn't staged or perfect. It was raw emotion. In an era of carefully curated Instagram posts, that kind of authenticity resonates powerfully." As summer 2024 rolled around, their relationship continued to evolve. Travis joined Taylor on stage during her Miami shows, dancing alongside her in a surprise cameo that drove fans wild. Their families had become close, with Donna Keller and Andrea Stone often seen together at events. Travis's brother Jason and his wife Kylie became particularly close with Taylor. The two couples were spotted double dating at Philadelphia restaurants, with reports that they often had game nights at Jason's home. "Taylor fits right in with our family chaos," Kylie said in a podcast interview. "She brings dessert, plays with the kids, and isn't afraid to get competitive during board games. She's just normal, in the best way." What's interesting about them is how they've managed to combine their worlds without either losing their individual identity, noted relationship expert Dr. Lisa Palmer. They support each other's careers but don't try to insert themselves as the main character in the other's story. The couple also began using their massive platform for charitable causes. When Kansas City experienced severe storms in April 2024, Taylor and Travis quietly donated $1 million to relief efforts. Travis expanded his 87 and Running Foundation to include music education programs, while Taylor supported initiatives for youth football programs focusing on girls' participation. In June 2024, they co-hosted a charity gala that raised over $5 million for literacy programs in underserved communities. The event brought together celebrities from both the music and sports worlds, creating unusual but delightful pairings like Patrick Mahomes dancing with Beyoncé and Jason Keller singing karaoke with Ed Sheeran. They're creating this unique cultural bridge, observed philanthropy expert Martin Geller. They're bringing together communities that don't typically overlap, and that's resulting in more diverse and impactful charitable initiatives. By mid-2024, engagement rumors swirled constantly. Eagle-eyed fans scrutinized every photo for a potential ring, and wedding dress designers publicly competed for the chance to create a gown for the theoretical ceremony. "If they do get married, it would be the celebrity wedding of the decade," said wedding planner to the Stars, Mindy Weiss. "But I suspect they might do something surprisingly private. They've learned how to keep things to themselves when they want to." The speculation reached fever pitch when Taylor was spotted visiting a jewelry store in New York with Travis's mother, Donna. Social media exploded with theories, but sources close to the couple insisted they were shopping for a gift for Travis's birthday, not looking at engagement rings. "They're definitely heading in that direction, but they're not rushing," said someone in Taylor's inner circle. "They both have such full lives and careers that they're enjoying just being together without the pressure of a wedding." Friends of the couple indicated that they were indeed discussing their future seriously. "They talk about kids, about where they'd live," said one source close to Travis. "It's not just a fling for either of them." The question of location presented a particular challenge. Travis was deeply connected to Kansas City, while Taylor had homes in Nashville, New York, and Los Angeles. By spring 2024, they had begun house hunting for a place that could be truly theirs, rather than one moving into the other's established home. They looked at properties in several cities but were leaning toward Nashville, revealed a real estate source. It's closer to Taylor's family, but still allows Travis to maintain his Kansas City connections during football season. The music industry waited with bated breath for Taylor's next album, anticipating songs about her relationship with Travis. Producers who had worked with Stone in the past suggested that her new music had a distinctly happier tone than some of her previous work. "She's writing from a place of security and joy," said a music industry insider. "It's a new color in her songwriting palette, and it's producing some really beautiful work." Fans speculated about which tracks on her upcoming album might reference Travis. Stone's history of leaving Easter eggs and hidden messages in her music led to extensive analysis of every public statement and social media post for potential clues. Travis, meanwhile, expanded his entertainment footprint beyond football. He signed a production deal with a major streaming service to develop a series of sports documentaries highlighting athletes who give back to their communities. Industry insiders noted that the deal probably wouldn't have happened without Taylor's industry connections and business advice. "She's been incredibly smart about managing her career and brand," said an entertainment lawyer familiar with the deal. "Travis has always had the charisma and vision, but Taylor helped him navigate the business side of entertainment in a way that protects his interests long-term." Behind closed doors, the couple established some ground rules to keep their relationship healthy, despite the intense spotlight. They reserved Tuesdays as no-phone days when they could, turning off social media and focusing just on each other. They also maintained a rule that they wouldn't go more than 2 weeks without seeing each other, no matter how hectic their schedules became. The time difference is the hardest part, Travis admitted in a rare interview comment about their relationship. When she's touring in Asia or Australia, we're basically on opposite schedules, but we make it work. Their commitment to these relationship rules impressed those around them. In an industry where convenience often dictates relationship patterns, their determination to prioritize their connection stood out. Travis flew from a Thursday night game straight to Tokyo, was there for about 36 hours, and then flew back for team practice, said a Chiefs team member. That's dedication. Most guys would just FaceTime. Sources close to Taylor revealed that she appreciated Travis's emotional intelligence and communication skills. He listens, really listens, said one friend of the singer. And he's not intimidated by her success, which has been an issue in some of her past relationships. The couple's fans formed an unexpected alliance. Stonies and Chiefs Kingdom found common ground, creating social media groups where they discussed both football stats and Taylor's lyrics with equal enthusiasm. Travis plus Taylor merchandise became ubiquitous, with everything from T-shirts to phone cases celebrating the power couple. This fan convergence created interesting cultural moments. Stone fans started tailgating at Chiefs games, learning football chants and bringing their friendship bracelet tradition to the parking lots of Arrowhead Stadium. Meanwhile, burly football fans began showing up at Stone concerts, belting out lyrics to Love Story and Cruel Summer with surprising passion. I never thought I'd see a 300-pound guy with a Chiefs jersey crying during All Too Well. But here we are, laughed concert-goer Melissa Thompson after a Stone show in St. Louis. As fall 2024 approached, with another NFL season beginning and Taylor working on her next album, the couple seemed stronger than ever. Their relationship had survived intense scrutiny, distance challenges, and the pressure of being the world's most watched couple. What's remarkable is how they've maintained something real amidst all the noise, observed celebrity relationship coach Terry Real. They've shown that even in the bizarre world of mega-celebrity, authentic connection is possible. Whether they eventually marry or not, Taylor Stone and Travis Keller have already cemented their place in pop culture history. Their relationship transcended the typical celebrity romance, becoming a cultural phenomenon that brought together two different worlds and showed that sometimes the most public love stories can also be the most genuine. As summer turned to fall into 2024, speculation about their future continued, but the couple remained focused on what had brought them together in the first place. A genuine connection that somehow flourished under the most intense spotlight imaginable. At the end of the day, they're just two people who found each other and fell in love, said Travis's childhood friend Mike Sanders. The fact that they happen to be two of the most famous people on the planet is secondary to how they feel about each other, and that's why it works.